Brisbane, Australia. Located in southeast Queensland, it's a gateway to over 30 international destinations and is the third largest city in Australia. But it gets overlooked by a lot of tourists. So I'm going to the streets of Brisbane to find out if it's worth going to.
How long have you been in Brisbane for?
I've been living in Brisbane for about 16 years now.
About 4 years now?
Almost 6 years.
5 years.
1 day.
I've been here for 1 year.
Been here for 3 years.
For like 3-4 years now. For 3-4 years as well.
For about 5 years now.
16 years, yeah.
And about 10 years.
2 years, mate.
And what's the best thing about it?
Best thing? It's very clean. It's probably the cleanest city I've been to. I'm from Perth originally. I've lived in London, absolute mess. Brisbane's so clean. Council does a good job here.
I think the best thing is that there's so much to do, and everything's always open. It's got such good nightlife, and then there's a lot to do in the day as well. So it's just really fun.
I love the atmosphere and the culture around the city.
Best thing is public transport for sure.
The food and the shopping.
Well, I grew up in a town of 10,000 people but had one McDonald's, so having access to real food's pretty good.
There's I think there's 3 or 4 McDonald's in this one.
Yeah, just around here.
Are there any bad things about Brisbane? What's the worst thing?
Worst thing? I can't really think of anything actually.
That's pretty good. Can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have many negatives about Brisbane. It's all pretty good.
People are a little bit rude here. It's the only thing, but the traffic.
Just the traffic, I think. Like any major city though, traffic's always bad. But yeah, traffic just always banks up. But the public transport is pretty good here.
The public transport is not ideal.
The traffic is so bad. I actually hate it. And the drivers. There's so many bad drivers here. I'm probably one of them, but it's so stressful.
Oh, the construction site.
And the humidity is pretty brutal.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people, when they plan their trips to Australia, they go to either Sydney or Melbourne.
They do.
And then maybe up north to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yes.
For those people, is it worth going to Brisbane and why?
Oh, absolutely. Brisbane's better than Sydney, but not as good as Melbourne.
Definitely worth going to, because it's a smaller, nicer, more welcoming Melbourne or Sydney.
Nice, relaxed. It's a lot more relaxed than Sydney and Melbourne, and it's not as much of a hustle and bustle as well. So yeah, it's just really cool, chill and relaxed.
If you want to do puzzles in your holiday, while you're coming for a holiday, you want to do puzzles and crosswords, come to Brisbane. A lot of tourist attractions.
Anything that makes it better than Sydney or Melbourne?
The vibes.
The vibes.
Yeah.
It's got everything. There's always something going on. Last night you had 2 sporting events on the AFL. You had the rugby union on at Suncorp. It's very diverse with culture here as well. It's a very welcoming city. So if you're coming to Australia, you got to check out Brisbane.
I think Brisbane is a very good hub where you can start all your trip and then you can travel out. Not far away, you can go up north to Noosa, Sunshine Coast, and further down south you can go to Byron Bay, which is very nice. So I think considering Brisbane as a first destination, I think it would be a good idea as well.
For anyone now just sort of on the fence about coming to Brisbane, do you have a quick message for them?
Come to Brisbane. It's a really great place and the people are very friendly.
Hop off the fence and come.
Don't go to the overcrowded places like Sydney or Melbourne because Brisbane has a lot of beautiful things to offer.
It's a gateway to the world, Brisbane. You come into Australia, you can jump on the next flight over to the States. You've got to see Brisbane though when you come to Australia.
Wow, I want to go to Brisbane.
Yeah, you got to go.
I'm here.
You're here. Come to Brisbane, everyone watching.
This is the way